Hey everybody, Jayborino here. Welcome back, continuing to showcase MapCraft submissions. This is Siege of Korhal, sent to us by Nekron. Nekron has worked with Pronago on Inconsummate, known for creating AI scripts, plugins for the original game. As you can see, we're playing in StarCraft 1.16.1 because this utilizes a modified executable. So it modifies MPQ files. Those still are not compatible with StarCraft Remastered, or at least not to a wide extent. I think some folks had figured out how to do it to a very limited purview. Anyway, so let's go ahead and start Siege of Korhal. There's no map description, so I will go ahead and read you the description from the README file. That's part of the download. A huge macro map going over most reasonable limits that happens simultaneously as Brood War Zerg Mission 4. You're playing from the perspective of a UED kernel. Warning, contains, quote, voice, quote, acting, quote. Please report all gameplay bugs to Nekron at Star Edit Network. So, again, I think what he's saying is don't take the voice acting serious. It's just sort of a placeholder. Here we go. Let's get started. Huge macro map.
Oh, if it isn't the talented Colonel, welcome. I'm glad to see that you have finally arrived. My name's Lieutenant Vasily, and this brave man over there is Lieutenant Boris.
Indeed. Welcome, Colonel.
As you can hear the situation out there on the battlefield, well, Colonel, let's just say that the weather on Korhal is not the most forgiving this time of the year.
We are in one hell of a stalemate right now. Although we are short on manpower, as the bulk of our forces is now holding Kerrigan's advances to the east, we still have two Zerg broods reinforcing our positions. Even they are hardly capable enough to endure the constant Protoss and Terran assaults, though.
And this, my dear Colonel, is where you come in. You will be granted full authority over a new, formidable field that we have recently been able to fully gain control of.
While working on the battlefield, you should also remember, Colonel, that everything you do is only possible thanks to the dedication and hard work of glorious UED Science Corps. Such quick advances on the field of Zerg control wouldn't be possible without these brave men.
Don't waste their efforts, Colonel. While we'll be trying to hold out enemy advances, amass a big Zerg force and exterminate every hostile in your way. Vasily signing off.
Exterminate your foes. For humanity.
Okay, here we go. Eliminate enemy forces. Keller Brood Cerebrate cannot die. The UED Strategic HQ cannot be destroyed. Oh, what's this gonna look like? Oh, it's huge.
Has been codenamed Color Blue. Our current research indicates that it specializes in the users of Zerg with high individual psionic potential, though as it seems to be documented poorly by the pitiful Terrans of this sector, we're not really sure if that's its true nature. You should be able to use most of its assets, though.
Keeping the Cerebrate in its brood direct vicinity has been deemed the most effective strategy for this mission, especially as it seems to be able to constantly revive a special queen strain. Do not dare let the Cerebrate die under any circumstances.
Okay, don't let the Cerebrate die. Our Lurker has spawned Broodling. Alright. Our Hydralisks have Parasite. Just wanted to see that that was what I think it was. So the interesting thing here is that we have a huge number of allies. So I don't think this is as bad as the description makes it seem. It said that it has a lot going on, not that it was a huge time-consuming map. Our Zerglings can't do anything special. I just wanted to check that. Might as well just get some basic upgrades started here. We need gas, so let's go ahead and start here. We're gonna need to find some more geysers. I just want to look around. So there's an expansion here, but it's right at the bottom of a ramp, so I'm kind of hesitant to take that. We can come over here and try to steal from our allies. There's a huge amount of resources here. Could come and take this group of minerals. That seems like a good place as well. So I think I'm going to do that. And I think the idea here is we just have to support our allies. But I would love to find another geyser. That's going to be the hardest part, is finding another geyser to take. And maybe there is one here, but I can't see it on the map. I think, again, what he was talking about is there's just a boatload of stuff going on this map. That makes a lot more sense. It's not so much that the map is... I mean, the map does seem kind of absurd, but the idea is that it's not like super terrible in terms of time, maybe because we have allies. So as long as we can support them, it's probably going to be a tug of war between our allies and these enemies. But in theory, we should be able to do just fine there. I made one extra lurker. That's going to destroy my own colony. Cool. Are we nuking or is the enemy nuking? There's no way we're ever going to be able to tell. I'm pretty sure that's not happening to us. So our direct target is orange up here. Okay, get out of the way, dude. You know what? I'm fine moving it a little further away. That is absolutely fine. Okay. Adrenal glands is necessary. Let's get a queen's nest. Let's get another Evo chamber. Could probably afford to get another drone here. I'm 90% sure that's not us, so let's just stick with that. I don't know if that was my ally that just did that or not, but maybe, I hope that our allies will defend us a little bit. We obviously cannot lose our Cerebrit. Very important. So let's try not to do that. I don't want to set up too many defenses here because we do want to move up and take this and then eventually destroy yellow. Looks like UED is sending in some Valkyries. Yeah, this has to be like bizarrely over the sprite limit. Like the amount that's going on here, we should definitely hit like a cannot create more units situation, or possibly just the sprite limit where projectiles no longer spawn. But they clearly are spawning, so there's definitely a plug-in at work here. Okay, so we want to get missile attacks. And then let's go ahead and just rally drones down here so we can saturate this base when it's time. We're getting some good scouting out here. There's a base we can take right there eventually once we push up here. We just have to hope that our allies can hold out against these areas while we push up the right side of the map. That's the goal. So we have to hold the right side of the map. And then we, in theory, should be in great shape. Oh, there's gas down here. There's gas down here. Okay, great. We need that. We definitely need that. And we need overlords. Okay. Okay, overlords, where are you guys going? Okay, you know, you're going the right way. That's okay. You're going the right way. Yeah, we need this gas. That's like the main thing. And then we'll be in really, really good shape, I think. Though, I am going to anticipate the enemy is going to be hitting us with a crazy amount of stuff here momentarily. We do have a really safe base way down here, though. So even if our main base goes down, we have plenty of... plenty of space and defensive cover from our allies to help us out. Got a lot of lurkers here. We're going to try to upgrade those. Let's go ahead and start our hive. I probably should make my hive down here in retrospect, but you know what? It's too late. It's fine. Okay, just continue to get basic upgrades. Zerglings. Hydralisks. I don't know what it's going to take to push up in this direction. If there's a lot of Reavers up there, High Templar, we may struggle, or maybe it won't be a problem at all. I don't know. Let's go ahead and throw 4 drones on this gas because we need it. No gas up here, but eventually we'll take it. It's kind of hard to tell who is making progress where, and I think the enemy is steadily pushing into this forward orange base. I'd like to start pushing up here to help them before that base is lost. So I want to get rid of this yellow base over on the right, and then we should be in good shape to start pushing elsewhere. So let's move up here, and let's move up with the lurkers as well. Gotta be careful with these infested Terrans. They could easily die. This guy's giving us good vision. It's an unclean one. That's perfect. Okay. Mr. Infested Terran, yeah, please don't ruin things for us. Ah, look at that! What a man. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, so now we gotta start rallying up here. I do want to take this base, sort of, but I'm not super confident yet. Again, let's just keep getting our basic upgrades. Let's get a 3rd Evo chamber. It's a little too late, but you know what? Better late than never is what I always say. I typically don't say that, actually. It's not a thing that I habitually say. At all. Concern about large air attacks could happen at any time and completely fuck me. These guys need to get mining.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, and as long as we can keep our upgrades, specifically with our lurkers, in check. Oh god. Kill the lurkers. Not sure how the lurkers died so quickly, but I am fine with that. Destroy them, or the Reavers, excuse me. I didn't even want to say their real name, I was so scared. Okay. I definitely need more hatcheries, so let's build one up here. It's a little risky, but it doesn't matter. If this forward position goes down, we should be okay, regardless. Okay, and I need an Ultralisk Cavern. Let's build it down here because we're pretty safe. If I could steal from my allies' income, that would be huge, but it doesn't seem like it's possible. So we even have the UED Support Corps here as well. It's awesome. Okay. Melee attacks. Carapace level 2. And then just, I think just Overlords. I mean, the enemy must have Dark Templar because our Cerebrate can only be killed by Dark Templar, which implies that there must be Dark Templar somewhere on this map. So let's make sure we get Ventral Sacs. We already have Antenna, which is nice. What I'd like to do is just get a foothold at the top of this ramp. But I don't think that's going to be possible super quick. Can we get a second hatchery up in the front here without blocking everything? Probably not. We're going to have to do it at the top of this ramp. I think we're going to need Ultralisks if we want to push up there. Or we can make a bunch of infested Terrans to start moving in and destroying cannons and such. Wait for upgrades. The sooner we can just get a large force, and I mean like a large force, ready to go, then the better off we'll be, obviously. Okay, Ultralisk Cavern is done. Chitinous Plating is a no-brainer. And then we're just waiting for our +2s. Then we start +3s. And all is well with the world. You guys stay down here. This base, the fact that this is available is really useful. So a lot of the changes are things that we saw in Consummate, which I am happy for. Really, really neat. Like the Ultralisk Cavern has a little animation for when it's researching something. I think everything does. Everything has a little researching animation. That's cool. Okay. Where's our cool matriarch? Here she is. Can we use her to do... Oh, she has Plague? Flying Plague. My God. Right there. Oh, don't plague yourself, though. Right there. That's cool. That's really neat. Yes, infested Terrans. Get in there. Oh, it's good. It looks good. All right, let's move some of these Overlords back. We want to bring a few of them, but we don't need to bring all of them. And let's try to get a foothold up here. Can move up with the Lurkers as well momentarily. Okay. The key is, again, just getting a foothold up here. As long as there aren't really heavy-hitting units, and there may be. Let's just get these burrowed and then keep pushing up here. Got the Lurkers up there. I hear evolution's completing. Okay, yeah. So, again, our allies are pushing in where they need to, and meanwhile, we are going to just keep the pressure on over here. Yeah, this isn't too bad. Are we... Oh.
Spotted an enemy artillery encampment. It's not yet fully operational, but we can expect them to get it up and running in about 50 minutes. Be on your guard, Colonel.
Okay, 50 minutes. Not sure if that's actually going to be a problem or what. Okay, let's back up here. Just draw them into the... Draw them into the other stuff, the Lurkers. Okay, I changed some hotkeys up around here. Let's go ahead and try to make a hatchery up here. Can we kill this? There we go. Now they can no longer see us. And now we just need more hatcheries for more production, I think. Okay, Carapace level 3. I did start some Ultralisks. I'm happy about that, as you can imagine. And then we got to push through this area. Looks like there's at least a geyser to take here. So let's grab even another drone and make it a little closer to the geyser. It's fine. Unless there's minerals down here too. I'm gonna assume there are, but I just need some forward production, so that's really all I care about. Okay, hotkey here. You all move over to the right. Take out what we can. I need that unclean one moving in here. Okay, let's get the Lurkers up. They contribute a huge amount of damage. Looks like there's definitely going to be minerals up here. That's good. Okay, move on in. I haven't seen any Dark Templar. It's possible Brown will have the Dark Templar. I don't know. Okay, and then we'll take this base as soon as possible, and this is now our front line. We can cut up the right side of the map and then eventually move on over here and help again, our front orange base, which is in a bit of trouble. We want to keep that alive as long as possible. That's our buffer. Okay. All of you keep attacking over here. Just keep pushing. Just keep pushing while you can. We want to keep the pressure on. And then meanwhile, Ultralisk speed. Let's start +1. And get this building. Don't be in the way, Lurkers. Okay, they're not in the way. I thought they really would be. Let's see if this Ultralisk can kill this thing. Okay, you guys back up. Let's just hang out for a brief moment. Move up with the Lurkers. Ow. Not the end of the world. We did lose an Ultralisk, though. There we go. Now we've got... that was, you know, killing the High Templar was worth a couple units up here. 7, 8, so 4, 5, 6, 7 is... Oh, they killed it. Gotta get these Reavers. Yep. Fuck you, Reavers. Oh, look at that! Well done, Nekron. Well done there. And then we got this building. Okay. Nice defense matrix, buddies. Ultralisks, Zerglings, Hydralisks. And our Lurkers are dead. We'll try to remake those. But for now, let's just focus on our upgrades. Looks like my Oh, no, those aren't my Ultralisks. Those are enemy Ultralisks. Okay, there we go.
Evolution complete.
Okay, we have incoming reinforcements. We need to saturate this. And let's move up a bunch of these drones, because this base will eventually get mined out. And this is where we get crazy. We don't have that much gas, but we have to, you know, we have to take what we can get. And again, we'll get this saturated slowly but surely. Let's take this guy. The Reavers are back. Get him, yes! Ha-ha! Look at that. Okay, and then let's get some drones. I think we pretty much have every upgrade that we want at this point. We're gonna have to get a greater spire. We can eventually get some guardians, but we need more gas. No. Absolutely not. We may absolutely not rebuild. The enemy is fairly relentless. We need to keep this up. Let's go ahead and save. Luckily, there's no, what is this called again? It's Siege of Korhal, right? There's, again, this seems like it's going to be tricky, but I think as long as, you know, we've got an upgrade advantage, we want to just start pushing. We just need lots and lots of Zerglings, Hydralisks. Eventually we'll move into... actually, we need to saturate this gas, but eventually we'll move into air units. I think we'll be in good shape. Okay, let's get a greater spire. We need overlords. We'll make the overlords down here. I don't even have this hotkey because it's so far away. This will slowly get mined out. We can transfer more drones up there. Just creeping across the map. This definitely feels like an inconsummate map. All right, stop rebuilding this, you jerks. Stop it. Okay, drones. We keep sending, like, these individual units down here. We have to be careful. We do have to be careful because they're rebuilding and they're upgrading pretty quick, so we can't afford to just be idle for a long time. We want to try to destroy these bases as fast as possible. Looks like this is mostly cleared out, so let's take this opportunity to push up here. I think we need more Hydralisks. I'm not taking the time to rebuild, to really build defense, like lots of Lurkers and such. I think I want to keep the pressure on. You guys just stay here, that's fine. Wherever you are, just stay. Overlords, Greater Spire's just about done. And we have to find Yellow's real main base so that we can remove this threat entirely. Then we have to get up here and, I mean, well, Orange, again, slowly getting pushed through. Dangerous for us. This is oversaturated, like actually oversaturated, not just like mildly oversaturated. Okay. Now we start the Mutalisk train, I think. Doing like gymnastics with my fingers here in order to select M. Okay. Get mining. All of you get up here. We're going to keep pushing through yellow. They must have another base elsewhere. We just have to keep creating forward bases. Ultimately, I made Scourge. Whoops, that's probably expensive of me to have done. Okay, this Ultralisk really holding down the fort. Are my allies helping each other? I mean, they just swarmed over tanks. So, probably not the best of things that they could have done. Guardians, there we go. Okay. Again, I think we have an upgrade advantage. Just got to keep pushing through here, getting rid of these high ground things, which we'll do with Guardians, and we need to continue getting upgrades for Guardians. Okay, and then let's push up into this location. And it's really just about getting that critical mass and then having the income to rebuild it. And I think we have that. We're at the income level. I think we have exactly what we need. But the enemy AI does certainly seem pretty unique in this situation, with the way that they attack and how they function. Okay, getting rid of some production up here. This is good. We can start taking the pressure off of our allies here, hopefully. We might maybe want to cut over here and start getting rid of the other groups of things. I'm not sure. We just need to find Yellow's actual base. So now we change our rally points up here. We make lots of Hydralisks. Because anti-air is going to be our big problem here momentarily. The Scourge, why don't you just scout out for us? We have to find Yellow's main base. They're still around here somewhere. Can we even get to them by ground? Let's see. We got a big tar pit here. Okay, well, let's just walk over here and destroy these turrets. We could take this gas, and then again, we're going to start pushing into blue and red. It's possible yellow is just straight up gone. They just had the occasional unit sitting around. Okay, and then soon enough, we start rebuilding some hatcheries. We have a forward base here available. Someone's getting nuked. Let's hope it's not me. That's all I can say there. Okay, throw this down. Ow. And I think we just go ahead and try to start a push. Zerglings to flood in. Hydralisks to follow up. Letting my allies kind of do some scouting for us. Let's keep getting overlords down here. +2 ground, or +2 air is still on its way. Let's make sure we always bring overlords. Carriers now. We soon may need... We can kill the interceptors, that's fine. We soon may need Devours and Defilers. So let's get a Defiler mount. Eventually we'll transfer all of these drones up to another base. Okay, and then you're my new forward base. Okay, keep making overlords here, and that's going to be like our main overlord spot. Meanwhile, we're going to make overlords. We're going to take the overlords that we have down here and bring them up. I think that's the right choice. We have to constantly make sure we have overlords with this group. I'd like to keep the pressure on. We just have to keep looking. So Zerglings go and let's just send Zerglings to different corners of the map to see what we can find. They're very easy to rebuild and very cheap. We have plenty of money. Our frontal orange base is somehow still alive. They're putting up a good fight. I think brown is the Dark Archon force. That is a lot of storms. I think we have found the yellow base. We just have to be able to get up there, and we can't. Okay, so we're going to make Mutalisks now. We're going to make a primarily an aerial force. We can start our +3 air. Okay, this is still mining. This is still mining. I don't want to overbuild drones. I need the supply for an army. We're not maxed out, but eventually we will be, in theory. More nukes. I don't think that's on me. Okay, let's just keep looking. We have to find ways into these upraised bases. I think ultimately it's just going to come down to us having to defend our Guardians while our Guardians wipe out these high ground locations. So let's do that. Let's make sure we bring some overlords, because I expect wraiths may react to this. Lots of High Templar coming in here, though. Look at that, we got some UED wraiths supporting us. Okay, that's what I expected. Back them up, back them up. Let's make 6 Devours. We don't need too many of them, and then the rest of you just be more Guardians. And then just make Zerglings with our extra money. Okay, take the gas. It's really all we need right now. We may need money in the future. Again, we just need a solid... We just need a solid air force to get rid of these. Okay, Devours, support them. Just make more corrupt or Devours, whatever they're called. I don't know, man. This is the ultimate Zerg force, right? Guardian Devourer, and eventually they're gonna be +3 here momentarily. All right, keep making overlords down here. And then meanwhile, our ground force we should just send somewhere. Let's just auto-attack it to just go and start destroying things. Our allies need help. While we have an air force that just starts annihilating these bases. Okay, and then just have an overlord follow these guys. All of you, keep pushing. No ramp here, unfortunately. We have found a base that we can solidly destroy. Okay, we are getting stasis. I mean, the enemy is throwing everything they can at us, period. Okay, getting rid of yellow is our top next priority. Okay, let's back up. Let's back up. Can we kill the Arbiters, please? I wish my allies would be helping me right now. Yeah, okay, they're very mad. Okay, so new plan. We're gonna rally up here, and we're gonna remake Mutalisks. More gas, okay. Drones, that means we just have to saturate this gas now. We're spending it pretty much as fast as we can get it. Okay. Maybe the other thing we could focus on is just supporting our allies more instead. Looks like Reyna's Raiders pushing in pretty solid down here. You know, deciding how long we want to push on this for, because it's just going to be like smashing our heads against a wall for a while. We made good progress. We've solidly taken care of our side of the map. But, you know, the situation is the situation. It looks like maybe the UED are making some progress up here, but not really. They're not sending enough at one time to make any real dent, which is the ultimate problem. We need Devourers. Hydralisks, Hydralisks, Hydralisks. We don't have enough gas for Hydralisks, really? I guess that means we need to take this other gas up here as well. We just need every bit of gas on the map that it can give us, because we need the ability to remax quickly. That's weird. I guess, I don't know why we can't do that through the fog of war. Okay. The other thing I can do is just start sending ground forces over here. So let's just send, just make Zerglings and have them go and support that area. Meanwhile, we'll make an air fleet and have it just sit here for now. And we're gonna take this. Now we can build on it. There we go. Okay, and then make more overlords down here. We have pretty much every upgrade we could need. Grab consume. And again, now we're here to support our allies. The enemy is now 3-3-3, so that just means, you know, bad news for us. Bad news bears. Okay, I think we need some defilers. Even just one of them should be good enough. Okay, drones, we want you to be on this extractor once you build. Because we always need the gas, we might as well get in there and support our allies. The Dark Archon is a master blocker right now. My Zergling's getting in the front, apparently doing more damage than all my allies combined. Good work, buddies. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure why we can't find a ground entrance into this base. It must be... No, it's not even up there. I have no idea. Okay. Next, we need Mutalisks and Mutalisks. We're going for broke with an air attack here. We can do it. Okay, and then I made drones, and I don't know where they ended up. But I wanted to saturate that base, or that gas. Oh, here they are. Make your way all the way over here. We need this gas. Then we're going to save our gas and make Guardians. And then just, I guess, Zerglings. These are our allies. We need to be able to eliminate... We need to be able to eliminate these Arbiters, and quickly. It's challenging. It's a major challenge. And the fact that we don't have an easy way into this base is a pain in the butt. Okay. We can't quite afford a bunch of Guardians yet, but we can get a small group of them. Okay, slowly but surely. Let's save. I'm not sure how long have we been going for. I mean, first off, I have to take my dog out soon. That's not an excuse to quit, but I also, you know, I'm not going to play every single map a bunch of time, or for like more than, you know, like an hour, 10 minutes or so. Like I'm not going to go super long, so we're going to curtail this adventure if we must. I think my drones got picked off, so let's just rebuild them. Okay, more Guardians. If I just had gas, if I had enough gas, we could make this work, but it's just really slow. Okay. It's tough because, like, I know what I need to do. Oh, look at, there we go. There goes White. I'd love to get up there and support him with what I have. I guess let's save because we don't really have enough. But every little bit that we can do to support, we have to get rid of these scouts and carriers. I don't think we have enough, so let's just wait. But yeah, no ground path makes me a sad man here.
Our forces are under attack.
Okay, this is mined out. Just transfer somewhere else. Up here is fine. Oh my god. Ugh. Nice stasis, jerks. Just gotta make them use their energy for now. It's very annoying. You know what? Let's see if we can get these guys up here just to pick these things off. I don't think so. Okay. Do you have enough energy for a Dark Swarm? Nope. Gotta consume something, though. There we go. Are we even doing damage to this thing? Why does it seem like we're... Oh, it's because we were I think we were attacking an Arbiter. This is... I was going to say this was our chance. Okay. Mutalisks and Mutalisks. Mutalisks. Have our allies just kind of given up on making like going on the offensive? Because it sort of seems like it. It seems like the enemy AI is, like, masterful at everything that it's doing, and we're just sort of bumbling clowns. I mean, we are the UED, so I get that. Let's see if these Zerglings take a ground path. If we could find a ground path, that would be cool. There is no ground path. We have to get rid of this yellow base. They have a bunch of spellcasters. We have to do it. I think that means we need a lot of Devourers. The Guardians can do their part. The Guardians can do their part, but we need to give our allies some breathing room, and we won't have breathing room until we get rid of yellow. That is the situation as of right now. You guys come on over here. And just, you know what, we really need to flesh out our supply. So just keep making Zerglings for now. And then we'll just send them in towards one of the other enemy bases. Seems like we're having a bit of a reprieve. Okay, Guardians. Oh, here they are. I'm like, I swear I queued up a bunch more Devourers. What we need is to draw them to us. We need to draw out Stasis, and we need to draw the rest of them to us. It's like the only option. Make Hydralisks. We can draw their air forces over top of us. Okay. Guardians just start attacking up this side. Let's go ahead and save again. But Guardians, do what you can, and then we have a group of Devourers who are here to help. See all these Arbiters? They may be out of energy. I'll take that right on the chin. Oop, they're gonna keep stacking it though. That's so many High Templar. It's an absurd amount of High Templar. Yes, okay, one down. Fire again. I know you shoot real slow, guys. There we go. Okay, Mutalisks, 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 Mutalisks. That's all we can afford. Okay, these groups of scouts just absolutely annihilating us. Yeah, and there's no ground path into this base, or maybe there is, but you have to go way up and around to get to it. So I think going after yellow was a mistake. I'm gonna reload because I don't want to have to do all that again. Maybe we just wait again. Again, the goal is to bring them to us. So we only need to send some of these things over here. I'm not dropping Hydralisks. I'm not loading up into Overlords and dropping Hydralisks. I will be damned if I do that. So let's just wipe out what we can, depower these cannons so we can get in there and try to snipe the Arbiters. You know, we also need our Overlords up here, and we don't have any right now. Cool, good work. Okay, look out. That is so many Arbiters. Okay, back up. We could also make a boatload of, we could also make a boatload of Spore Colonies and draw them over to us. But, you know, again, options, options, options. Okay, Mutalisks, Mutalisks, and by the time, oh, okay. And by the time these build, I think we'll be in better shape. And they're going to keep rebuilding the Arbiters as well, so just a pain in the butt. I think what I'll do is make a cut until I actually have the full army that I'm looking for. I'll go ahead and make a cut. My God. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Okay, now I get it. I thought this was doable, but the AI is just... It's a monster. Oops. I just reloaded to come back to this. It's a monster. I have no idea... I don't know. I just have no idea. I did push into yellow, but I'm like exhausted from playing. Good Lord. Okay, so now red is coming to defend their allies as well. We need the Guardians to help out here, and I just made some more. Bring them up. I just realized my Guardians have energy. They can cast Ensnare. Who cares? Yeah, the abilities that all my Zerg have just aren't particularly useful. We need to keep pushing over here and getting rid of their production. Get rid of their production. Hit the Stargate. Don't just walk into the cannon. Good Lord. What is the range on this cannon? What the hell? Okay, there we go. Well, of course. Okay, so this is happening. This is happening. Again, once yellow is out of this fight, hopefully, well, I guess those had a weird rally. My allies have just been steadily getting pushed back, but now that we're getting rid of yellow, I think we have a chance. I think we have a real chance. Let's clump up on our Guardians. Let's clump up on our Guardians and just fully eliminate yellow. We can take the base, and then we can start pushing into the other areas. I don't know. Again, I've been doing this for a long time. That's why I cut out a huge chunk of video. But I think yellow is now officially gone for the most part. Maybe not entirely, but I think they're mostly gone. We're still not mining that much gas. Let's head on over here. There was a moment I did admittedly use the invulnerability cheat just to get my army size up. The second I turned it off, I still lost a bunch of stuff. So again, just doing my best here. Try to get more Mutalisks, and we're still kind of short on money. Guardians down here, let's send them up. You guys come on down here and just defend this base. We just need the gas. Most of these gas geysers are depleted. Probably need to get Overlord dropped so that we can actually do something over here so we can take this base. Was there actually a ground path? Yeah, there was no ground path. I have problems with that. I do have problems with that. Okay, so grab transporting for Overlords. Okay, but again, yellow is gone. We might as well start pushing across the top of the map and seeing what we can do while the enemies are engaged with our allies primarily. As long as we have an Overlord to scout with. Just have to start finding their main production. Yeah, white's getting pushed back heavily on this side. Yeah, my allies, unfortunately, they just can't hold it together, man. They just cannot. Right, come on, let's just start. We have to find some production here and start getting rid of it. Devours, go. Overlords, get close. Okay. Guardians. We'll leave some of these as Mutalisks, I guess. We got Guardians over here. Send them over. Send them over. And now maybe we can revert back to ground units. I don't know, but we needed air for yellow. I guess my problem was that I focused too much on getting rid of yellow early, when what I really should have done, I guess, was just go for... I mean, I think getting rid of Terran is just overall easier. So I should have done that. Move up Overlords. Let's just make sure that we have vision here where we need it. Okay, more Guardians, more Devourers. Let's see if we can sweep the map with what we've got here. Again, we're trying to push through these bases. The enemy should not have Terran boosters. They should be disabled. I demand it. Okay, Guardians pushing their way through. Assuming there was a ground path in here, then Dark Swarm would be the way to go. Why does it seem like my Guardians really have a bad habit of floating into static defense? Like, they've been doing it a lot. More than is normal, I think. Okay, Acid Spores against Battle Cruisers is great because they already shoot very slow. As long as my Guardians stay alive, then we can continue to push through these bases. Okay. I have other Overlords in here, don't I? I thought I did. Don't tell me they focused them down. No, they're in there. I can see them. Okay. Even our Guardians are getting smoked here. Well, we are slowly pushing through this base. Okay, just make some stuff here. That's fine. Oh, no, you don't. No. Get out of here. We need an Overlord to bring a drone over to that area. Do we have one just kind of sitting around? Because I don't think we do, unfortunately. Okay, keep sending in. Just keep auto-attacking with stuff. Just eliminate what you can. I would expect... The reason that this isn't really working the way I expect is because I really am thinking... I would imagine that the enemy that my allies would be able to push in right now. Because I'm taking a huge amount of pressure off of them. But indeed, that is not what's happening. It just feels like my allies are doing nothing and are unable to really make any real progress. Oh.
Enemy Zerg forces have successfully breached through Admiral Zal's position. You must recruit me. Evacuation efforts are already underway. You need to hold off for at least half an hour.
Okay, and now we need to hold out. How long has this been going? Hang on, let me figure out how long this recording's been going, and then I'll decide if I'm actually going to do this or not. Okay, I hadn't been recording for as long as I thought, but it looks like we're going to lose now. I even considered maybe re-recording this, but I'm just going to take the advice of the mapmaker and say, you know what, I think this is not necessarily meant to be beaten, but I did want to showcase it. I did want to take time. Again, I could have made the video longer, but when I was trying to take out yellow, that was my primary mistake. What I should have done is pushed into blue. I used the vision cheat, if that's not obvious. It's pushed into blue and red and triggered this holdout earlier. I don't know exactly what triggered that, but I should have done that way earlier, because then it would have finished the mission earlier, and I wouldn't have wasted so many resources trying to fly over this this area. And I should have gotten Overlord drops, made a hatchery over here, got a Nidus. That would have all worked. But you know, the enemy had, you know, was fully leveled up and had all of its, like, many spellcasters. So it looks like we're going to lose now. Again, we can hold out for as long as necessary, but, you know, sometimes that's just what's going to happen, is sometimes the map's just a little too hard for me to beat. And I like how they're coming in with a lot of infested Terrans, too. It just kind of emphasizes the fact that, you know, she invaded the Kalmorian Combine. But yeah, this seems pretty tough. My allies aren't really able to hold on either. I think we would have had to destroy... Oh, there's the artillery. That's what we would have had to try to destroy from afar. We did really good down the right side of the map. I did manage to take out yellow and only had to use the invulnerability cheat for about 5 minutes while I built some stuff along the way. Yeah, I mean, just get us a Dark Swarm here, we might be able to hold out. But just a tough map, and like I said, I considered restarting it so that I could play it with a fresh start and do better. Now with the map knowledge as well. Again, this was really killer up here, was trying to take out that yellow base. I should have just let it be, because I could have helped my allies so much more by attacking through the middle with ground units. So much more. This brown base would have been tough too, but the idea is I should have avoided the Protoss, period. That would have been a lot smarter. But anyway, you win some, you lose some. And we're gonna lose this one. Somehow, they're not really able to push through here. Yeah, okay, here they come. It seems like they're spawning and going on random suicide attacks. That's what it seems like. So anyway, yeah, my feedback for this map, tone it down a little bit. I think Nekron knows that. He's like, he was bullied by Pronago into submitting this. That's fine, I get it. So that's why I'm not gonna be too hard on it. I'm just saying, like, wow, this is crazy. This is crazier than in Consummate Mission 4, I think it was. I mean, that one was also more incremental. You know, things happened at a certain pace, and you could make explicit progress on the map. This one also, I am not a fan of the yellow base being completely blocked out when you can't get to it by ground, or at least maybe, unless I missed it. No, I don't think, yeah, there's no way you can get to it by ground. Not a huge fan of that. Also because there's really no safe spot that you can land and make a hatchery. If you I tried to attack this area for a long time, and they just kept sending the arbiters and scouts in, and it's just with the the amount of scouts and arbiters, you can't get overlords over there to even drop units if you wanted to. So that's one thing again about yellow. But the other thing again is I should have just left yellow alone. We could have tackled them last. We should have gone for the Terran forces. I'm confident we could have gotten rid of them a lot more effectively. Once we started attacking them, we started really carving through them with only one army of Guardians Devours. I threw away maybe 3 or 4 armies worth of Guardians Devours at the upper right. And we could have used ground forces down the middle, which would have made way more sense. Also, if you knew this was coming, you just set up like 16 Lurkers at the top of this ramp. I wonder if that would work. I think it could. Spread the creep, get some Sunken colonies along the ledges. That'd be unfair, because clearly you're not supposed to know that that's there. I wonder if we somehow could hold out here, because if there are no Dark Templar, this Cerebrate cannot die. Right? Let's make sure our units are moved away from it, so when it tries to respawn, it can respawn. But down go our allies as well. They're doing their best for us. Again, it seems like the enemies are kind of on like a random suicide attack. The reason that I'm leaving a lot of this in is because I cut out so much earlier, and it was just me throwing away Guardians Devours. So yeah, I understand what I definitely could have played different, but go ahead, pick this up for yourself, try to beat it. Let me know what strategy you use, because it is pretty tough. See, they can't kill him. They can't kill him. They don't have what it takes. They don't have, well, the main thing they don't have is Dark Templar, and the Brown is sending units constantly down here, it looks like. Brown also kind of blends in with the backdrop, like on the mini-map. The cliff edges are just the same color as Brown. Maybe, if possible, change the color? change the color. I don't know to what, because blue is taken. That's typically like the Shakuras Daylon Protoss, but that's taken by Jim. So I'm not really sure, but if you could change the color, that would be extremely useful. Also, the Daylon Protoss aren't even supposed to be here, but I understand the need for Dark Templar because there has to be a threat to the Cerebrit. Yeah, see, he keeps respawning. He's fine. Slowly but surely. I wonder if we could actually do this. Like, I mean, he can't die. He literally cannot die until we see some Dark Templar show up. So maybe we can do this. I can just run out the clock as long as Dark Templar aren't coming in. Let's do it. Let's run out the clock. Well, no, I mean, for 18 minutes? I don't think so. Let's just speed it up. Game over. Isn't it game over, man? Game over, man? Yes, we deserve to fail. I really botched the attack on the upper right, and I don't know what triggered the holdout either. Was it just maybe it was destroying a command center in the middle of the map? Maybe it was getting rid of yellow in conjunction with the command center in the middle of the map. So again, a few suggestions. A lot of like the toning down aspects that Nekron already knows, but partially I think changing the brown color would be really useful because it's hard to see them on the minimap. But then also, I don't know, maybe if there was a ground path into yellow, it doesn't have to be the most straightforward. Maybe if you make it in the upper left, that way the player has to go around to get up there anyway. I don't know. Or possibly making it clear what's going on with the artillery and how to progress the map into the holdout section, I suppose. Anyway, that's my feedback. Interesting map. I'd love to see it when it's updated, but just the crazy AI scripts that are implemented really intrigue me. It's just this. Again, Nekron knows what he's done, but this one has so much going on. It's absolutely crazy. Thanks everyone for watching. Go ahead and try this yourself. Let me know if you're able to complete it. I'll see you next time. Bye now.